Hello everyone, my name is Alex and today is my first video showing you my dividend stock portfolio. It's the beginning of an exciting journey for me because I would like to track my dividend stock portfolio evolution, and I have decided today that I will start and share it with the whole world, and I'm excited that this channel is starting. As you see, I am not a professional speaker. This is the first time that I'm uploading something on YouTube, so bear with me. I'm going to improve over time, but I wanted to start today because I thought this is the right time to start sharing my developments and my journey with everyone. So the app that I'm using is called Div Tracker, and this app is an interesting one. I have looked for many apps that would help me track my dividend portfolio in a very simple way to give me the information that I want. This is not a sponsored video. Div Tracker did not pay me to tell you what I'm going to say, but I find that in terms of passive income goal tracking, this is the best free app that I have found to date. I haven't used yet any freemium app. I haven't paid any app to look at the portfolios and the information that are shared. So I am sure there are better apps over there on the internet, but I think this one is a good one to start. And as you can see, the breakdown of information that is shared is pretty interesting. The first thing that you see on top of the screen is the passive income goal. And as you can see today, I have reached about $67 per month of income, which is about 13% of the goal that I have set for myself for the next couple of years, which is to have $500 every month of passive income doing nothing, just investing in dividend growth stocks. The second piece of information that the app shares is the dividend yield. So the difference between the dividend yield and the dividend yield on cost is basically very, very simple. I'm not going to go into details of finance, just want to distill this information for the beginners, those of you who are not familiar with dividend investing, and those just like me that are starting and would like to develop the portfolio over time. So dividend yield is basically the dividend that the company pays every year divided by the stock price. And the dividend yield on cost is basically the dividend that you receive on every stock divided by the historical prices of your stock over time. Imagine that the dividend yield is the picture today, what is received in dividend divided by the stock of the price of the stock today. The yield on cost is more dynamic. It gives you basically an average score of the dividends that you receive divided by the historical average cost that you paid for a certain stock. And when you sum all the dividends and all the average costs of that you bought your shares, you will get the dividend yield or the dividend yield on cost. So this is I try to make it very simple. I promise I'll improve in the next videos, but this is basically the definition. Next, what you see is the estimated monthly dividends. So this will give you a detailed outlook about what you should expect for every month using the information that you will input into the Div Tracker app. And as you can see here, there is big seasonality. In general, the month of October, June, October, and Jan will be months where I will not receive much dividend in the next 12 months, but I will have peaks in the months that are after that. And for the first time in my life, I'm going to receive $100 in dividends, which will be in December of 2023. So very excited to reach that milestone very soon and share the updates with you. In the next 12 months, based on what I have invested to date, I'm going to receive $785 of dividends. So this is exciting. My bonus to date in my day job, my 9 to 5, is higher than this. But one of my goals is that I make as much in dividend stocks as in my bonus that I receive in my 9 to 5. So it's an intermediary goal, and I'll be excited to share it with you once it's achieved. The projected yearly dividends gives you a vision about what you should expect in the next 10 years using the portfolio that you have invested in as of today. So as of today, with what I have invested, I am going to receive $692 in 2023, and this dividend will increase on average between 8 to 8.5%, depending on the yield for each one of the shares that I have bought, and also the dividend growth of every stock that I have purchased. But based on the information that I have today, I should expect to receive $850 next year, $925 in 2025, $1,000 in 2026, big milestone reached here, which is to make 4 figures in dividends a year with my portfolio. And if I keep going with the same investment that I have made today without adding any dollar to my investments, just by relying on the dividend growth, I will receive about $1,820 yearly dividends from my portfolio. And the last information that you find on the first tab of the DivTrack app is the assets breakdown and grouped by dividend growth. So as you can see, half of my portfolio is made of companies that have grown their dividends by more than 11% per year. And the rest is companies that have increased at different rates. So you see that I have 4 companies that have increased their dividends by 11%, 8 to 11%, 3 companies between 5 to 8%, 1 company between 3 and 5%, and 6 companies below 3%. The next tab, and I will go pretty quick on this one, shows you how much I have invested as well as my profit to date. So if I look at the details, so you click on the information icon, you see that I have received to date $196 in dividend. I started about June of 2022, so it's been 9 to 10 months into the beginning of this journey. I have contributed $37,473 into my investment. The portfolio that I have acquired to date has appreciated by $116.96, and the market value is basically my contribution plus the asset appreciation. And this is the quote as of today, April 21, 2023 at 6 p.m. Know that the DivTracker app updates the information about once every hour for the free option, but I think it's pretty accurate since my vision is not to track my dividends every minute, but over the long term. So it's fine for me for now. But of course, if you feel like you need more accurate information, feel free to subscribe to the app paid option or find another app. And the last information, but I won't keep it too long for you. This tab gives you also the breakdown of the dividend income for every stock that I own. And you see that it gives you on this icon very simple information that you can take away with you, which is the number of shares that you own, the dividend amount per share, the income that you will make annually for every stock that you own, as well as the dividend yield. You see, so a lot of information that is shared here, stock by stock. I'll give you one example. You can go into the Verizon stock. It gives you the PE ratio, the number of shares, the market value, average cost, the dividend yield, yield on cost, the dividend growth, which is an important item because you want stocks that give you a growth over time. In terms of strategy, we can talk about it in the next videos, but you can choose how to distribute your portfolio, either dividend growth stocks or dividend stocks that don't grow that much but give you a stable and not volatile dividend income. It also gives you here the all-time dividends received, the estimated total annual dividend, and also the dividend tax rate. I have set my tax rate at 33% because, as you guess from my accent, I am French. And last information that I will share with you today is the historical yield. So this is interesting because if a stock is above its historical yield, it means that it is most likely undervalued. I'll do the math with you in the future, but basically imagine that you own the same shares. The share price goes down, but your dividend stays the same. It means that the denominator is smaller, which makes your dividend yield go higher. So your sign is to look for stocks that are stable, companies that you believe in, for which the dividend yield has been increasing over a certain period of time, and that would be one indication that it may be interesting to invest in the stock. So this is it for today. I wanted to share with you some overview about the dividend tracking app. It's also my first video, so probably some mumbling over there, maybe not too clear on some information, but I'm really excited to start the journey, presenting my dividend growth portfolio, share with you what I'm investing, which companies I think are worth looking at, and also just building nice communities. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.